The Moxy. The Earthmover. The best. The Moxy is built at a modern plant on the northwest coast of Norway. The manufacturer, Brown Engineering AS, is wholly owned by one of the member companies of the private enterprise Brown Group, who are well established in the British equipment industry. The first Moxy articulated dump truck was designed and built in Norway over 10 years ago. In 1979, Brown Anglo-Scan Equipment became the sole UK distributors for Moxy products, and in 1983, the Brown Group acquired the Norwegian manufacturing company. Since then, it has substantially added to its investment by installing the latest machine tools to improve production methods, and has launched a major program to expand worldwide sales from the already established European base. By early 1984, UK sales amounted to nearly 700 units and were rising fast. The design of the first model was revolutionary, and the Moxy remains the most technically advanced vehicle of its kind in production, an outstanding example of the quality of Scandinavian design. It is tested and proved through use over many years in tough and demanding conditions throughout the world. Take its design features one at a time. The Moxy is a six-wheel drive vehicle. This is the essential element in achieving its outstanding performance. Two separate features combine to enable the Moxy to keep all six wheels on the ground, however rough the going. The first is the free-swinging rear tandem, in which a gear drive system is used. The second is the turning ring articulation system, which reduces mainframe stresses by allowing the rear section to pivot independently of the front. These unique features, together with the hydraulic power steering, ensure that the Moxy is much more maneuverable than a rigid truck. A common tyre size is used for all six wheels. This means that tyres can be rotated for longer life and that only a single spare is needed. The underside of the truck is designed to ensure that the Moxy is impeded as little as possible by the surface over which it is driving. The standard production engine is the Scania DS8. A six-cylinder, water-cooled, turbocharged diesel engine with an outstanding reputation for reliability and low fuel consumption. There is excellent access for maintenance. The dump body has a unique design. Its base is flat with no scow end, and this permits loads to be tipped more easily. The base also slopes, which helps lower the center of gravity and gives the Moxy excellent stability. The air-operated tailgate is standard and contributes to the free discharge of material in the tightest situation. The lifting cylinders are made up of multi-stage rams. This design assists in reducing repair costs in the event of damage. The body is constructed of hardened steel plates in the floor, front and sides, with outer strengthening of high tensile steel box sections. This means that it can be loaded with rocks or the hardest materials with no additional reinforcement. The exhaust-heated body is a standard feature, enabling wet and sticky materials like clay to be tipped without difficulty. A simple kit is available to connect the body to the exhaust. The driver's cab fully conforms to current regulations and is ROPS approved. It is soundproofed and the controls are designed for easy operation. The driver has excellent all-round visibility, especially to the rear. There is a full power shift transmission. There are two versions of the Moxy in current production. The lower cost 5200 has a maximum speed of 30 kilometers per hour and has no suspension. It is more suitable for short-haul operations. The 6200S has a top speed of 50 kilometers per hour and has full independent suspension. Here is the comparative data. Now take some examples of the Moxy in operation. This is a sand and gravel quarry in the south of England. Until 1981, the raw material was moved from the excavation to the washing and separating plant by a dragline and conveyor belt. As the distance increased, this method became less and less economic, and the operator was forced to change his work method. The result was that he bought an early version of the Moxy D16B, with an eye especially to its ability to maneuver and to match up to the dragline. After 3 years without problems, the haul distance had increased further, to the extent that he had to think again. His first thought was to buy 3 D16B Supers, but he then realized that 2 of the recently introduced 6200S units, with their higher speed and bigger payload, would do the job more cost-effectively. It is one of these that we are now watching. First, we can see the exhaust heating system. The material is wet and tends to freeze in the winter. Using this system, a clean and complete discharge is achieved every time. Second, we can see the Moxy moving at high speed uphill with a full load. Third, we can see the precise maneuverability of the Moxy. Finally, the ability of the Moxy to reduce cycle time by moving away with the dump body raised is an important feature of its operating efficiency. This is the M25 under construction, a new motorway to circle London. During the summer of 1983, about 40 Moxy units were working on this project. Their 6-wheel drive enabled them to keep working in all conditions, and at one time, the Moxy was the only truck operating on the site. It's vital to keep the excavators busy without any waiting. We can see the speed at which the Moxy travels when returning empty from the tip. This is an open-cast coal site in the north of England. Two Moxy 6200S units are working with a large hydraulic excavator to remove overburden before the coal is excavated. There are 3 points to note. First, you go on loading the truck until you can see it's full. There is no wasted capacity on any trip. Second, we can see the Moxy hugging the ground with all 6 wheels, a result both of the rear tandems and of the turning ring articulation system. Finally, we see the second Moxy ready to move in once the first has started off, so that the excavator is not kept waiting. Elsewhere on the same site, coal is removed by a coaling shovel mounted on a hydraulic excavator. Only the Moxy, with its heavy tread, wide-based tires and 6-wheel drive, could cope with the steep slopes and very wet ground conditions on this site. Our final example is a river improvement scheme where a concrete wall has been built along the bank and the river is being dredged. It illustrates 3 points. First is the ability of the Moxy to maneuver in extremely confined spaces. Second is its ability to cope with material that is extremely wet and heavy. Third is that a full tailgate can be fitted. This enables the truck to be loaded to full capacity with this fluid material without spillage. The full tailgate is gravity hinged from the top, and in the down position, it locates inside the air-operated tailgate. Fast and versatile, tough and reliable, safe and cost-effective. Its future assured as a member of the Brown Group. Its performance proved during thousands of hours of operation in all earth-moving applications. The Moxy, the best.